Hey everyone, it's Nurse Now, and I just wanted to talk about a common topic, a common question that I'm asked all the time, and that's how to stand out when you're looking to apply to CRNA school. This topic is a heavy topic, and it's a lot that can go in with this topic. So I'm not going to go over everything right now because time is limited. I'm working on my capstone project, but I felt like this question needed to be answered in a video format rather than text because I am not about writing essays as part of my stories. So I don't like to call it standing out or being competitive or things of that nature because everyone is different in and of themselves. You're inherently different from the person sitting next to you. And it's that thing, yourself, you being different, you being unique, that is going to help you stand out, is basically being yourself. Okay, shoot me, because that's not what you wanted to hear. But when you think about the whole process of applying to CRNA school, going in for your interview, I think of it in terms of like marketing. You're providing evidence, and you're presenting yourself to this admissions committee, basically selling yourself to them as to why they should choose you. So if you think of it as selling yourself, you don't want to have that product that just stands out just because it stands out. You want to have that product that's valuable to them. And there are ways to prove your value to the admissions committee. And I used to use a term like being competitive and standing out a lot. And then thought about it, I didn't get my CSC, my cardiac surgery subspecialty certification, in addition to my CCRN, to stand out. I got it so that I could provide evidence that I know cardiac surgery. And what you're doing, you're providing evidence. You don't just walk up to someone and say, hey, buy this. You have to tell them why they should buy this. And it's not just by you telling them you should buy this, but if you have other people that have said, hey, you know what, her product is really great, you should try it too, you have a testimonial, then that makes it even better. CSC, my certification, is just a testimonial. Your CCRN is just a testimonial that you have that basic clinical competence in that area. And when you're thinking about becoming more competitive, you have to find that fine balance between quality versus quantity and the value that you're going to provide to the school. If you have a ton of certifications that are basically irrelevant to CRNA school, what's the point of having them? If you have a few certifications that are specific to CRNA school, that shows your clinical competence, that provide evidence for what you wrote on your resume and what you've said as your experience, then that provides more value than having just a ton of things just to say you have them. I didn't get my CSC just to say I have my CSC. Yes, it was the cherry on top. Yes, it was that little bit of evidence that they needed to know that I can pass an exam that goes over a lot of difficult cardiac surgery topics. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Dang it. And honestly, the best way that you can prove yourself to the admissions committee is to be yourself. You don't want them to end your interview and them not knowing anything about you or who you are as a person. If they didn't want to know anything about you or to see your personality, to see if you would mesh well with a cohort of other people, they wouldn't have you come in for an interview. It's all about getting to know you as a person, and that's how you can actually stand out. Oh, we're recording still. See, I had more time. What else did I want to talk about? I thought I was gonna die. So there's so much more that I want to say on this topic for specific things that you can do to help boost your application, not necessarily stand out. But I'm planning on doing a webinar with another person that is prevalent on social media about this. So stay tuned for that in 2019. Thank you guys for watching. I thought this was gonna die, so I kind of cut it short, but my battery is still running for now, but I'm gonna end this before it cuts off. Thanks for watching. I honestly hate it when people ask me this question because I feel like people think that there's like a recipe, you know, that there's a secret recipe out there that if you follow these steps, you're going to get into CRNA school. Guaranteed. If you follow it by the T, sprinkle a little bit of this on there, sprinkle a little bit of that on there, and you'll be fine. And that's just not how it works. It varies so much. People get in with low GPAs, people get in with high GPAs, people get in with no CCRN, people get in with a CCRN. So to compare and contrast yourself with others can be extremely detrimental.